Hey everybody, Mark Pescatore from Systems Contractor News. Today we're talking about VITEC and Datapath. One is in charge of IPTV and streaming. The other one handles video processing, KVM, and video wall control. And there was an acquisition in late 2025. So we've got Colin Farquhar from VITEC and Mark Bohs from Datapath to talk about this. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. When it comes to, there are so many mergers and acquisitions in our industry, but this one actually kind of sort of makes sense to me. There appears to be some sort of synergy here. So tell me, what brought your companies together? And of course, how is that going to help your customers?
Yeah. So I'm glad you recognize the synergy, Mark. You know, sometimes companies making acquisitions where there's an awful lot of overlap between the businesses, and of course that then results in lots of product rationalization and other challenges. VITEC, we were out, we're looking at business opportunities for acquisition. We're looking for complementary businesses, and certainly in the market space we've seen integrations with video wall and control room environments that we had been addressing to some extent through some products we had OEM from some third parties, but also through collaborations with other vendors in that space. For us, looking at the Datapath product set and capabilities, there was a really good fit, both from a whole load of areas, from a people perspective, from a technology perspective, underlying technologies implementing a lot of the products that we offer, and also from a geographic perspective in terms of the benefits that we could bring to each other in terms of the parts of the world that we cover effectively. So yeah, no, you're right. It felt like a very good, very sensible integration of two businesses, and I think so far we're proving that that's the case. And in fact, I'm having a great time with my new colleagues from Datapath. We are working together well and identifying and finding lots of new fantastic opportunities for the combined business.
And if I could add to Colin, thank you very much, Mark. Datapath is very excited to be part of the VITEC family of products. The technologies really complement each other. And in fact, with VITEC's technology, it's going to enable Datapath to come out with newer products quicker and to fall into the mission critical environments that we're placed in. And specifically here in the United States, where I'm based, we travel in the same markets. Not necessarily the same paths, but we deal with the same types of clients and customers. Datapath has traditionally sold to the system integrator marketplace, but more for the command and controls, the video wall processing applications, and having VITEC on the AV over IP and IPTV side of the marketplace, we're able to get products together out quicker to them and also complement each other in our marketplaces.
Okay, so you got about the happiest R&D department in the industry right now, is what I'm guessing.
I'm not sure they're happy. Plenty of challenges, but there are challenges they can address effectively.
Well, you said challenges. Well, how healthy are the markets you guys serve?
So I guess when I think about markets, I think about it, I guess, in two dimensions. One is geographic, and the other in terms of the application verticals that that we address. Geographically, certainly, if I look to 2026, all the markets that we're operating in are really buoyant. I think that was evidenced at ISC, where we were just a few weeks ago. There's a great buzz around the marketplace, lots of positive news coming from the likes of Avixa and the reports on market growth generally, and certainly I see that reflected in what we are seeing as opportunity and pipeline coming from our integrator partners, our end customers, a consultant base that we work with, and pretty much all the regions that we're operating in. I can't think of any where there's a particular difficulty or challenge at the moment, and so perhaps for us the biggest challenge is in satisfying and being present in all these places so that we can actually work with all the relevant customers. And in terms of the sort of the vertical markets that we address, we sort of I think VITEC more than Datapath in this description. We have kind of three sectors that we look to address. We work in what we call the engaged sector. It's all of that kind of stadiums, event spaces, that type of thing. That's incredibly strong. We're seeing that globally. The US marketplace for sports has been just growing and growing and growing for us, and it's a really, really important part of what we do. But globally, that's also the case. We have our Connect business. That's very much about corporate workspaces. We see that that has been well, I guess that maybe the last couple of years that's been a little bit challenged because of all the transition to more home and hybrid working, but we're seeing that coming back quite strongly, and people are making different uses of their office infrastructure and taking advantage of IP and streaming and signage technologies to facilitate that. And then we have our sort of we call Protect, but our defence and security space, and it's always been an important part of what VITEC does. And we have some fantastic technologies, very low latency, really high quality, operating over very low bandwidth networks for a whole range of applications. Of course, that it's almost unfortunately, given the current world climate, there is a lot of investment in that space to ensure that from a surveillance and protection perspective, countries and organisations can ensure that they're in a good place for defence. So in all those key markets in which the VITEC side are operating in, all of those are really strong right now, and we're looking forward to a really positive 2026, 2027, and hopefully beyond.
And Mark, how about for Datapath? How healthy is your market?
Well, as Colin alluded to the three markets, Datapath falls more into the Protect marketplace. And with that, for the mission critical environments and command and control environments, a lot of that is security operation centers. And that is still a very growing marketplace, specifically with the prevalence of data centers out in the world right now. Security operation centers are very important, as well as municipalities for emergency operations centers and real-time crime centers. We see those marketplaces as continually to grow, and we see opportunities there. A lot of what we're feeling pressure from is some of the direct view LED processors, but we have more of a robust product line now that we can go back to those marketplaces and offer more products into those applications. So we see it very strong.
Excellent. Now, AV over IP cybersecurity is a hot topic. I went to one session at ISE, and let's just say it didn't help my trust issues at all. So Colin, how are you guys addressing cybersecurity in your solutions? So
cybersecurity is becoming almost one of the prevalent sets of requirements that customers are having, almost beyond functionality. So I want to know this thing is secure. Now, with VITEC solutions, we undergo very rigorous testing, lots of penetration testing to ensure that when we're supplying a product to our customers, we are as robust and secure as we possibly can be. We combine that with our platform products. Everything is all the communications, all the streaming, everything can be tightly protected and secured, so nothing is visible, across the network or can be probed easily in the network. So we really worry about, we try and address very thoroughly all the concerns that people have around cybersecurity. But of course, the market or the challenges around cybersecurity are evolving all the time. And at the moment, we'll talk a little bit about InfoComm in a minute, but we'll be discussing and presenting a whole range of new products at InfoComm. Cybersecurity is becoming almost one of the key core requirements of that development. It's always been a key, a key part of what we do, but it's becoming almost the primary thing we have to be concerned about in our product roadmaps and development processes. And so that's something which we're going to be talking a lot more about as we go into InfoComm into the second half of the year, because our customers, want to know that we are not just secure today, but that we have a solid, strong story and roadmap to provide cyber secure product capability in the future.
Well, you brought up InfoComm. We all know it's coming in June. I'll see you both in Las Vegas. Mark, why don't we start with you? What can we expect to see from Datapath at InfoComm?
Well, you'll start to see the integration of the VITEC products within Datapath's Allego product line, which is our 10 gigabit AV over IP solution. we'll be incorporating VITEC's technology to bring us into the 1 gigabit AV over IP world. Datapath had always traditionally gone for the 10 gigabit with the least amount of compression. And we've gotten a lot of requests from customers that they wanted to go 1 gigabit because 10 gigabit, the switches get a little bit more expensive and then the infrastructure starts getting a little bit more expensive. They want to keep it at the 1 gigabit. So now we're able to give them that option. So you'll see, in addition to our legal product line, the MPEG compression technologies that VITEC utilizes. So you'll start seeing more of that. Our Atria product line for command and control is always continually evolving. You'll also see some new features for that as well in our booth.
And Colin, how about for VITEC?
So we, like our colleagues at Datapath, have a whole range of developments ongoing and products that we'll be announcing and showing at InfoComm. Mark said it, one of the key things we're going to be doing is showing integration with Datapath colleagues' products. So today we have interconnectivity, but we're looking to increase that. We're looking to make that more seamless for some of our customers. So you'd be aware we have VSN and FX4 products within the VITEC portfolio, which we've received from our Datapath partners or colleagues, and we're adding more control integration with that into products like our Easy TV platform. So you'll see a number of those integration things that will become prevalent or visible at the show. But we have a number of other things. We're working on new platform capabilities. We'll be showing us. I don't want to say too much. Obviously, we're just teasing the fact there'll be lots of really nice, really exciting, really cool stuff on the VITEC and Datapath booths. Come and see. So we'll be showing new developments around our platform capabilities. We'll be showing new media player capabilities. There'll be an interesting range of announcements that we'll make for InfoComm, and I know that people coming to see us will certainly be interested to see the things that we're doing.
Colin, you're such a tease. But Mark and Colin, both of you, congratulations again on the acquisition. We will see VITEC and Datapath both at InfoComm 2026.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.